My friend is planning her wedding, and to be honest, I could tell she was underwater. I shared with her that Copilot could actually help a lot. So today, I'll show you what I shared with her. Microsoft Copilot can help you plan your dream wedding. We'll cover creating checklists, budget and guest trackers, vendor emails, and even some design inspiration, all using Copilot in apps like Word, Excel, and Outlook. Let's start with a simple wedding planning checklist to make the whole process feel less intimidating. Open a new Word document and type a prompt like, "Create a wedding planning checklist with major milestones and deadlines." Copilot will instantly build you an organized checklist with tasks counting down the days. What gets more interesting is if you have more details. Add these into your prompt and Copilot will update to your specific needs. Try something like, "Customize this list for a spring 2027 wedding in San Diego with 80 people." And Copilot will change the checklist based on these details. I also want to make sure she has enough time to find her dress and her fiance's tux, so I'm going to ask Copilot, add a detailed section to the checklist for wedding dress and tux planning, including when to start shopping, when to order, and how to track tailoring appointments. Copilot updates the list. She's going to appreciate having this schedule when life gets busy. Next, let's have Copilot help with a little creative brainstorming around the overall wedding vision, including theme ideas, color palettes, and venue styles. Feel free to chat and riff ideas with Copilot until you land on a vision that fits for you. Once you have a direction in mind, Copilot can even help you bring it to life with a mood board. Since I chatted with my friend about her wedding, I'm going to type a prompt like, "Create a mood board with colors and imagery for a garden romance themed wedding with a soft pastel color palette at a garden or vineyard." And just like that, she has visual inspiration she can share with vendors and continue to reference as she coordinates the day. Now let's talk numbers. Determining your wedding budget and how to use it is an important step in the planning process. Copilot in Excel can really help here. In Excel, I'll open Copilot and type, "Create a wedding budget breakdown for $30,000 with categories like venue, catering, attire, flowers, decor, and photography." Copilot generates a clear table with proposed spends for all major categories. To help keep your finances on track, you can ask Copilot to reformat this into a budget tracker with planned versus actual columns and a remaining balance column. And now you have a living document where you can plan, track purchases, and check in on budget as you go. My friend will appreciate using this template when she gets her budget set. Copilot in Excel can also help you organize your guest list. This is super helpful because this information always trickles in as people RSVP. I'm going to enter a prompt like, "Create a guest list template with columns for name, RSVP status, meal preference, travel status, and relation to bride or groom." You're able to add specific drop-downs for RSVPs and meal preferences for super easy reference, or add columns for tracking gifts and thank yous after. Next is the vendor outreach. Wedding planning can feel so time-consuming reaching out to all the different vendors like caterers, florists, and photographers. With Copilot, this can be so much easier. In Outlook, open Copilot and type, "Draft an email to a florist asking for availability and pricing for an April wedding." I kind of don't like the tone of this email, so I'll add follow-up prompts to be a little warmer. I can even drop in the vision details and mood board I created earlier in Word so the vendors have a better sense of what she's looking for. My friend is not the most confident in her writing. We can fix that with Copilot to help her write what she needs for signage. She's considering things like a welcome sign, seating chart, and wants to have an unplugged ceremony. Copilot can help you brainstorm copy ideas for them all. Start by opening Word in the Copilot chat pane, type a prompt like, "Write elegant copy ideas for a welcome sign, seating chart, header, and unplugged ceremony notice." Copilot instantly generates beautifully worded titles and messaging that you can share with vendors or use to DIY your own signage. And that's how Copilot can help you plan your wedding from big picture vision to the tiniest details. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe to learn more about Copilot.